mics, raise your hand, and we'll get started. Grab one right here. Brandon, right in front. Just with your first start behind you, was that experience everything that you expected it to be? Did anything surprise you?
I don't think anything surprised me. I think it's definitely what I expected out of it, my first start. And coming away 1-0, that's the only thing you really can ask for, especially week one.
You talked last week about wanting to sing the alma mater after a win. What was that feeling like in that moment?
I didn't stop smiling during that alma mater, and just to hold on to the guys. I think I was around Durham and Devin Studstill, just to be able to experience that and have the opportunity to lead this offense and then sing the alma mater was once in a lifetime opportunity.
Obviously, extending plays is a big part of your game.
Yeah.
What's your approach as far as protecting yourself, getting down?
Yeah.
What you do in that moment?
I got to get down a little bit more than I did today, but I'll learn. Obviously, I learned today. Took a couple shots. I wanted to get hit, so that felt really good for me. And then I got to be smarter a little bit and then slide when the opportunity presents itself.
How are you feeling physically coming out of that?
I'll be sore tomorrow, but right now I'm great. I'm in a great place right now, physically, mentally, emotionally. So.
You guys had over 400 yards rushing today. Just kind of how did that open up things for you and just kind of make your life a little bit easier in your first start?
That offensive line is pretty special. I don't know how many offensive lines there's been like this one at this university. I know there's been some great ones and some great guys, but this unit I think is really special. They've worked their tail off, and then you have three of the best backs in the country to me. And I think Josh goes down and he's hurting a little bit. You bring in Dexter, you bring in Tony. They'll
May I have your attention, please?
Produce the
all
same
unauthorized
production, have the same
personnel remaining
production
in the
when they come in.
stadium
So
are asked
there's
to
no
make their
falling
way
back,
to the
and
nearest
all those
exit
guys have
at
been
this
great.
time.
And,
The stadium
up front has
gates
been
are
awesome.
now being locked.
Brandon, how much did it help hitting that first big pass on the very first play?
Yeah, that was good. That was great, actually. Helped a lot just to get my nerves. And then, Six made it easy, ran a great route for me. And then, come back later in the game, they adjusted to it. We run a similar play, and the corner sloughs off. And, that's just learning experience for myself, and we'll go back and evaluate that. But, yeah, the first play was huge for my confidence.
And then how much helped the team just that second play to score a touchdown?
Yeah, we've scored. I mean, the last couple times we've had outings in the stadium. You guys have seen that we've hit big plays. The first couple of plays, first drive, and then we were determined to come back out and have a second strong drive consecutive. But yeah, the second play with Josh, man, he opened up and it looked good to see him go hit that run.
And just 100-yard rushing game.
For myself.
For yourself, and then have two teammates do it too.
Right. Yeah, that's special, and that speaks again to up front. And Coach Harry Houston has done a great job with those guys, man. You don't even have to run to the left side behind Big Q and Mike. You got Hainsey and Tommy and Bars and obviously Sam controlling the right side, and they've all done a great job. But to have three guys hit 100 rushing yards obviously speaks to their dedication up front.
Just kind of your thoughts on what this shows the country that you guys are capable of.
There's film now, and obviously there's a lot to evaluate and to get better on, but 24-hour rule, we're going to enjoy it right now. But the country's seen what we can do, and I think there's so much left in our pocket right now that, they've only seen maybe a third of what we are capable of, and I'm excited to see this offense really flourish and over the rest of the season. So I'm looking forward to it.
Sorry. Brandon, you guys were perfect in the red zone. What I know you weren't running the show last year, but to be 6 for 6, what has changed in approach, and what is Coach Long's role in that?
Just our mentality when we get down there. He's hard on smelling the end zone while we're down there, and I think that speaks again to the guys up front. I think we ran it in every time we were down there. So those guys are just plowing the defensive linemen back, and it's awesome because, those guys, the running backs are, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to get in here right now. But to be 6 for 6, that's a great stat. I didn't know that. I'm really happy about that. And because we've been harping on that for the past 8 months.
Coach Kelly says that Nick Wisher just keeps catching the ball in
Right.
practice.
He's making plays.
So you feel pretty confident throwing him the football.
I feel pretty confident throwing all the guys the football. All the tight ends have done great, and obviously Wisher came up with a couple of big plays when we needed them. So he's made some tremendous catches, and sometimes I got to deliver him a better ball, but all those guys will lay their bodies out for me and go catch the ball.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Joseph. Big shout out to my roommate, Joe Everett, baby.